go. Pause that. Grab my chat window, and we are good to go. Woo! Good evening, everyone. Is my mic down? Yes, it is. Mic is properly situated. Good evening. Welcome to Mortality Monday. We're playing Broken Sword 5. And, yeah, when we left off, we were in, Spain. We had, tracked down, what's his face? Tiago Marquez. Hey, good evening, Klutz. And we were trying to figure out what the hell, is the deal with this painting. And I had an idea of something I don't think I tried yet, which was to use the medallion somehow.
I had to get closer before trying.
Oh, okay. I think I'm onto something here.
The statues on the plinth were the same as the ones in the Marquez family photograph.
Right, because the clues we were given were they involved the green light, or the green light and the blue light and the red light. So let's try this.
That wouldn't work.
Medallion.
That was almost a great idea. Almost. That was never gonna happen.
What the heck? Hey, good evening, Bee Dragon, and hey, good evening, Electric Dragon. We got a bunch of dragons on my on my stream tonight. I very strongly approve of this. Glad you finally managed to make it to the actual stream. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Okay, let me refresh my memory of what this says. And thus spoke the accused. In this ritual we find Succor, clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, towards the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the tree of life. And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that the light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure. Pure light, white light, pure light will win. So it was written in the old texts. Affirmed by the Tabula Veritatis. Right. Which is what we're trying to find, presumably. This painting we're staring at is supposed to contain clues as to the location of the Tabula Veritatis, which is some kind of ancient artifact that does something. We're not sure what, but it's powerful. Powerful in some way that is not clear. Let's see. So we handled the green and the blue. I'm pretty sure I got those right, because we have the green on the left, looking to the left, and the blue on the right, looking to the right. Right? Oh, wait. Yeah, clad in blue. Look toward the rising sun. That's to the east. So that's to the right. Tree of knowledge. Yeah, green. Toward the setting sun, which is the west. Tree of life. That's to the left. Yeah, the light of man, I guess, is red. Yeah. Which is what this suggests right here.
The illustration showed a group of colored figures engaged in some sort of ritual. The blue and green figures appeared to be in control. The crowd in the foreground were colored red. I guessed it was a representation of the ritual in the text. The large figures looked just like the carvings on the Castell fireplace.
Okay, yeah, so I wonder if we have to put something in the fireplace, maybe? Oh, the Biles Beans advert at Houseplace is based on a real one. Ooh, okay, let me take a quick look at that. Wow, yeah. It looks almost exactly like that. I think the one in the game is more blue. But wow. Yeah, bile beans. Nightly bile beans keep you healthy, bright-eyed, and slim. That's amazing. I kind of had the feeling that it was too weird to not be true. Like, that's the kind of thing that you probably wouldn't just make up for a game. That's got to be, like, a thing that actually exists. Hello, Mr. Gel. It's in York. Oh, yeah, that's right. That is where they're based. I follow them on Twitter, and they were just, I think, they posted a screenshot recently of like, hey, this is what it looks like in York right now. It's all snowy and cool. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so...
The painting held all the answers.
Does it? I don't know, I feel like the painting isn't really helping me very much right now. I think the first thing I have to do is figure out the passages there.
It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned.
Right, and then these are the saints.
It was a castle of saints, Castel de Sants, in Catalonia. The figure of the young man was just like the one on the front of the fireplace. The youthful figure held a glowing blue orb in his hand. The bearded figure was similar to the one on the fireplace in the hall. The orb in the old man's hand glowed with a green light.
I wonder if I have to get like a light source maybe. Matches?
That didn't work.
Hang on.
The stone fireplace was old and dusty. There was no fuel to light in the fireplace.
Okay, alright.
Just dust and a few spiders.
So I wonder if I can burn something. Is there anything I can burn in there? Flowers?
That was never going to work.
I don't want to burn these papers. I think they're important.
That wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't have worked. That was never going to work. That was never going to happen.
Burn the cookie. Why do I still have this cookie?
That was almost a great idea. Almost.
I think the cookie and possibly the cockroach are the things that this game's version of the underwear and the tissue from previous games, where I just carry around these useless items for the entire game until they become weirdly useful at the end of the game. Or possibly never. Oh yeah, I thought so. Okay. One sec. Let me turn it up. Whoop. I wish I could do it automatically somehow. Alright, let's try that. See if that's any. Yeah, again, like, this game just is quiet. I'm gonna turn it up for myself as well. In my headset. That's a little better.
The carved figure resembled the young man in the painting. The carved figure was like the bearded man in the painting. The carved trees bore a remarkable resemblance to the ones in Simeon's notes.
I believe it is actually a smartphone. It definitely looks like one. I can't really mess with it like I could in previous games, or in the previous game at least. It's just like, I use it to call people. But yeah, it definitely looks like a smartphone. Finally, George has joined the 21st century. Oh my god, yes. I do remember that. So you're watching your show, and then it goes to commercial, and suddenly... Suddenly you're just blasted across the room by sound.
I held up the medallion to the fireplace.
Oh, okay. Does that do something?
Georges, what are you...
Hold on. I'm waiting to see if...
Nothing happened.
Huh. It was one of those ideas that worked better in theory.
Okay, well that tells me that there's something to that. Ooh.
It was old and undamaged.
Am I gonna have to damage it?
That wouldn't have worked.
Throw something through it? Can I...
Senor Marquez?
I think I've already asked him about all these things.
We must find the answer.
Flashlight built in? Yeah, I don't think so. I haven't been able to use it like that before, so I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't have the option to do anything with it other than call people. I wonder if I can't do anything with the window from outside.
From the dial, I could see that the main doors of the house faced north.
Oh, Hey, over Solo. Okay, wait, so main doors of the house face north, so... Wait, so does that mean... Wait a minute. Maybe these things are not in the right position then, because if that's north, then west is going to be, like, towards the back of the room here, and then east is going to be this way. No, I can't. Yeah, man, those are some nice candles that I can't do anything with my matches. God, that would be great. Dang it. Okay, let me see if this hunch is correct.
The statues on the plinth were the same as the ones in the Marquez family photograph, and their colors matched the characters in Simeon's manuscript. I was definitely onto something.
Let me see if maybe... Okay, so that should be facing west now, and then this should be facing... There we go. Ah.
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time.
Tricksy. Tricksy game. Very tricksy.
Stairs. Always stairs.
Aw, poor guy.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges? Georges!
Uh-oh. Ooh,
What's this?
paper.
A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
I curse you, I curse you, I curse you.
What do you know about Wolfram, senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
Yes, we've established this. Say more, please.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint,
Aw.
Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Ah.
Oh, I see.
Ow.
Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us.
Okay, that explains that dude in the painting on the left. God, yeah. Well, maybe they assumed it was the chimney.
What is Wolfram?
Tungsten.
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Ganon. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Ganon was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
Whenever I hear the name Ganon, I keep thinking of Gen, Atris's father from Riven, the second Myst game. An adventure game based on the movie version of Clue, starring Tim Curry. Communism was always a red herring. Yes, I love the alternative names for the elements that explain why some of them have weird abbreviations, like the reason why like lead. Abbreviation is, or not the abbreviation, but the atomic sign or symbol, whatever, for lead is PB because it used to be called plumbum. And I think similarly, tungsten, its symbol is W for wolfram. I think that's neat. Similarly, gold is AG, which is argent. No, silver. Silver is art. Wait, yeah, silver is argent. Gold is aurum. Sorry, got confused. Yes, also where the word plumbing comes from, because of lead pipes. Yes. I love that shit.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
Is it? Somehow I don't think it is.
This Ganon, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Ganon just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
Cool. He was a garbage person, apparently. Trying to get lost in a good book. Or hey, on the Myst subject, maybe one of his library books was a linking book. Except no, it's not this game that's in the Myst universe. It's Alan Wake. Alan Wake is a Myst game. Oh man, I never read any of those books. I feel like I probably should. Cause yeah, I think even back in the day, I kind of found it a little hard to get into the games. I guess because I didn't really have like the taste for the subtle storytelling. Let's call it subtle storytelling that series uses. By which I mean leaving out a whole bunch of details that would be nice to know.
The name Ganon was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
So, when the soldiers left, You took back the house?
Yes. A few years later, I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart.
It's a lot of work.
I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainon's papers.
Can I see it?
Can I have a look at the library?
No. I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
No.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Gainon had been working on in that library.
Well, I mean, you just said sledgehammer. If we can get a sledgehammer, we won't need the key. Ooh. Oh, these are all the people in the... Woo! Lots of people. Gain. I'll hold off on reading those character bios just yet, just because they tend to be a little bit spoilery if you read them immediately, so... Yeah, no such thing as coincidence. The most Gnostic thing someone could say.
So, you have no idea what you did with the key.
All I remember is waking up in the old car.
Oh. The car, huh?
Does this mean anything to you?
Should it?
Does this mean anything?
Should.
Ooh, does this mean Nico gets to tangle with the goat? Hang on, first let's check out.
George, are you there? The grate had locked back into place.
Well, we'll never see him again. Goodbye, George. Have fun.
Two large figures framed the fireplace. The old man was watching my every move. It was the door to the outside. The window was even prettier from inside. I believed it depicted old saints. The fireplace was adorned with carved trees. There was a row of shields displaying heraldic symbols. The scroll under the shield read, Girona.
Oh, now we get to listen to her pronounce all these place names.
The scroll below the shield read Puigcerdà. The scroll beneath the shield read El Pont de Suert. The scroll under the shield read Tramp. The scroll below the shield read Figueras. The scroll beneath the shield read Olot. The scroll under the shield read Berga. The scroll below the shield read Bascara. The scroll beneath the shield read Roses. The scroll beneath the shield read Lorettomar. The hall had collections of old items everywhere. Ramon claimed he had tidied the place up.
Well, maybe it's better than what it used to look like. Roses, yeah, red roses. Ah,
There was a crate of brandy amongst the mess in the great hall.
I see what you did there.
Apparently, Ramon drank them all. Must have been some night.
Oops.
The bookcase held old Catalan books. I wouldn't be able to read them. The door led further into the house.
Oh, that's probably where the library is. That locked door on the left wall here. Ah, yeah. That'll be it.
The internal courtyard had been beautiful once. Even overgrown like this, it had a serenity. The castle was vast, but most of it was now inaccessible. The plants at least were thriving in the rubble.
Gospel of Judas or the Apocalypse of Peter. Well, Judas is mentioned, but I don't think Peter has been. And not so much like just the name, like not the Gospel of Judas or anything. He came out of it. Yeah.
An intricate mosaic adorned the floor.
Yeah, like as soon as we met, let's see. Oh, I don't have one of the saints in the on the Tower of Saints to the right in the painting is supposedly Judas.
It was the library door. The door was locked. I had to find the key. I wondered where Ramon could have hidden it.
No, it was in the photograph that Nico took of the painting, and that not that guy, but Marquez scribbled on.
I decided to leave the painting for later.
Oh, all right, fine. Not allowed to look at things. My job is to find the key, apparently.
The fountain had dried up long ago. A beautiful stained glass window had survived the attack so many years ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of information. It's easily confused.
According to the sundial, it was mid-afternoonish. The garden was now an overgrown wilderness. Eva looked ready to shoot anything that moved.
Boo! I like her sandals. I've always wanted sandals like that.
Eva, I am glad your father is safe.
He's old and foolish. He shouldn't be here, but he wouldn't listen to me. I suppose he's still going on about that painting.
Well, yes. In fact, we decoded it.
We haven't.
You did?
Yes, we found a secret passage behind the fireplace.
What?
Your father and Georges went in.
What? That's ridiculous. He's an old man.
Don't worry, Georges knows what he's doing. So he always tells me anyway.
Very confident.
Your father is looking very frail.
He's old, and he could do without people giving him the runaround chasing lost treasure.
I think I'm gonna have to go back for the goat because that's where the car is. The goat's basically guarding the car, and I'm totally expecting Nico to just, like, not even give a shit about the goat and just, like, one side, just walk right past it and just, like, intimidate the goat just by looking at it. Nico's like, I can't believe you had so much trouble with this goat, George. What's your problem?
Have you ever been inside the library?
No, I'm told it is locked.
The key is lost. Ramon says he hid it years ago and cannot remember where.
Shame.
George very occasionally knows what he's doing.
Can you think of anywhere Ramon might have hidden the key?
What do you think I am, psychic?
I mean, we've seen weirder things.
Seen anything suspicious?
Apart from you and your American boyfriend, no.
He's not my boyfriend, you know.
Whatever.
Would you like this disgusting press card?
I didn't think she'd be interested. Talk to you later.
What are you thinking? It's in the brandy bottles? There's also a whole bunch of bottles here. It's probably in one of them.
An old apple tree provided shade. Shame that the goat's rope wasn't long enough for him to enjoy it. Aren't goats cute? I do wonder why Georges has such an aversion to these noble creatures.
Yeah, like they would totally. Like, I couldn't. I don't think I could do anything with the brandy. I can only look at it, but I would not be surprised if you're right. If you just put it in one of the one of the full bottles, and he himself said, "I've never touched a drop since," it would totally make sense if it was just in one of the bottles that he has not consumed. It's a different relationship. Spear with yeah, just like the goat has become an apple. It is what it eats.
A heap of old brandy bottles. Ramon must have been in the car on that night all those years ago. The goat had been tethered. Seemed unnecessary. The gentle animal wouldn't have harmed a soul.
Oh, Nico, you're the best.
A pile of old apples. Looked like the goat had been eating lots of them. The old car must have sat there for decades.
Are we gonna make friends with the goat? Please make friends with the goat.
Hello, little one.
Pet it. Yes! Yes! Goat is my friend. Aww. Goat loves Nico. You can pet the goat in Broken Sword 5. Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy that they did that. The goat just doesn't like George. Goat has good taste. Oh, okay. I thought that was like liquid down there. I'm like, ew. Okay, it's a blanket. That's not as bad. Wow, this car is probably in even worse shape than the other one, but I mean, that's not surprising because it was in like a war. Yeah. It wasn't a problem at all.
Someone had been sleeping in the car, but long, long ago.
That is true. The George just casually eating decades-old popcorn. They found at an abandoned movie theater. Definitely a high point of the series.
An old pair of shoes. The floor of the car was littered with keys from sardine cans.
That is a pretty gross pillow, yeah. Ew. Oh god, yeah, especially when it's up. Just stab yourself in the ribs all night. I guess if you're drunk enough, you wouldn't notice.
Someone had been... An old and very dubious pillow. Another brandy bottle? Ramon really went for it that evening. A 5D71. Extraordinary.
Didn't expect you to be a car radio connoisseur.
The dashboard seemed intact, but this old family car would never drive again.
Nico has many hidden depths.
The inside of the car was in a bad state.
Oh.
In amongst the mess was an old book.
Yeah, like it wouldn't have expected it, but you know, you never know.
I picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon's. The library will forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place. Once I've eaten. I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me. Nice.
Hey!
Hey, I was reading that.
Excuse me. Rude. That's where I pet you and everything. I mean, that's more than I know. I know absolutely jack and shit about car radios.
An old and very dubious pillow.
Nice.
Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh?
Burp. Did you do that as like a project or anything, or was it just like for fun? Who's my good goaty friend? Aw. Okay.
The old car must have sat there for decades.
Oh my god, yes. Can there please, somebody please make a Redwall game. I know there have been like quite a few games that have come out recently, like Moss and A Ghost of a Tale, that have had like very Redwall-ish vibes to them, and I am here for it. But I would absolutely love just like a dedicated Redwall game. Okay, for fun. Nice. Once I've eaten, I know just what to do. Beautiful lady. Maybe Ramon can tell us more? Also, I was shrieking about this on Twitter recently. Apparently, I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but there's supposedly going to be a Redwall Netflix series created by the team behind Over the Garden Wall, which is just mind-blowingly amazing to me. Not what I would have expected. Like that creator or creative team, I don't actually know who's behind Over the Garden Wall, but like that's not what I would have expected to make a Redwall series, but I'm here for it.
So, you have no idea what you did with the key?
All I remember is waking up in the old car.
Yeah, and I've definitely I've heard of the there was already an animated series of which I've not seen. But yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
I just had a look at that old car in the garden. Looks like someone slept in it.
Me. When I returned, I couldn't bear the house at night. So, I slept in the car.
Okay, that's all I get. Yeah, brandy.
An empty crate of Benedès brandy.
I can't do anything with it though.
Yes?
Are you sure you can't think of where Ramon might have hidden the key?
No, and neither do I care.
Talk to you later.
Not helpful. Is there anywhere else I can go from here? Like, can I go further out? No, I can't.
The goat had been tethered. The mountains of Catalonia, breathtaking.
Oh, God, I totally forgot this is a telescoping mop.
Ah, the old Kershaw telescopic mop. What woman would ever be without one?
Hmm.
That wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't work.
Oops.
No, that wouldn't be good for the goat. I needed to try something else. That wouldn't have
I
worked.
don't know what I'm doing with it.
I needed to try something else. An old pair of shoes. That wouldn't have worked. Tin can keys. Another brandy bottle. It was never going to work. The battery would have died decades ago. The dashboard seemed intact. The dashboard seemed... The inside of the car... An old... Someone had been... That wouldn't happen.
I don't see anything else I can do in the car. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Forget the dashboards used to be made out of wood.
The wind chime looked like it was made from old cans. I wondered if it was Ramon's handiwork.
Ooh. Oh. Ah. Well, that was a little pixel hunty. It's very hard to see that against the background.
Despite the scrap components, the wind chime was beautiful. It was uncanny. One old sardine can was bulging slightly. I fished around. There was something in it. And there it was.
Give it.
The key to the library.
Ah.
I had the key to the old library.
Ooh, that cool key. Uncanny. Oh my god, I'm mad at myself that I didn't catch that. Oh, that's good.
Do you know Eva well?
No, I only just met her. Senor Marquez brought her with him. They don't talk much, but she knows how to handle a gun.
That is true.
I found your key.
I thought it was lost forever.
Yeah, I was thinking that I could use it to clear away the bottles or something. But, yeah, that's a good idea, too. I doubt it'll... let's see if it does anything.
That wouldn't have worked.
Nah. Good thought, though. Good thought.
An intricate mosaic.
that. I want to go to the door. Give it.
Ramon had been true to his word. This place was like a shrine.
Cobwebs.
A globe sat forgotten in a corner. I wondered if Marquez had played with it as a child.
Aw, probably. I'm gonna save my game.
The huge trunk in the corner looked interesting. Books were still stacked neatly in the bookcase. More were scattered on the floor. The tapestry had been flung to one side.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did say he locked it so that no one could ever disturb the contents, but...
Ramon was right. The window was barred. I wondered why Xavier Marquez had tried to escape through the library.
Tell ya, linking book.
The old armor was in pride of place. Genon clearly hadn't moved it.
Or maybe he was trying to pull a Houdini and just get into the trunk and magically disappear.
The table had been cleared.
We gotta check the helmet to the suit of armor for another key.
An empty frame rested against the wall.
Oh God,
When
Emily!
they left, Genon's soldiers probably took everything of value.
Oh no! Oh please, please don't do that to me, game. I'm just waiting for like that trunk is definitely big enough to hide a body in. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's got to be a secret passage in here. Perhaps.
The trunk contained someone's personal possessions. At a guess, Genon's. I wondered what secrets they might hold.
Perhaps inside or under the trunk.
A pair of well-worn boots. A couple of old faded shirts, neatly folded. The hat looked battered and old. I wondered if it had belonged to the mysterious Genon.
It is a nice hat. Kind of Indiana Jonesy.
There was an old map at the top of the trunk.
For some reason, I really like that walking animation. Just really nice.
The map had interesting
why.
markings and scribbles all over it. Georges would be so jealous.
Oh. They look kind of similar to the one in
What is this place, senor?
Hobbs's place.
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols?
Gnostic, idiot.
And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story. It depicts the journey of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis
Bisque!
from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And what have they got to do with the tabula?
We'll
The
see they're
Cathars were Gnostics.
cat people.
They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc. They preach that men and women are equal,
Heresy!
that God is within you, and that the church is an obstacle to salvation.
Well, clearly we can tell that why
Pope
nobody liked them.
found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here, at Montségur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more.
Yeah, it's kind of parallels.
Sadly, it was not the end of their trials. The Spanish Inquisition saw to that.
The Knights Templar.
Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledizio is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, Senor. We need to find out why.
Really? That's interesting. Why, can you tell us more about that? What would be the circumstances in which that would happen? You've piqued my curiosity.
It was a large marble statue of a young man holding some sort of colored glass lens.
Oh, okay.
These statues...
Just like the ones in the fireplace.
What of them?
They're just like the figures in the painting. And on the fireplace.
Indeed. They are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. And the bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world. The other is known by many names. Hillel, Ishtar.
Oh.
He is the bearer of light. Luxfere.
Or Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Right.
Lucifer? So you guys are devil worshippers.
No.
George, please.
When he is in balance with Jehovah, Lucifer is the god of desire and ambition, driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance.
That's cool.
Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If
That's the
Jehovah
problem.
ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent, mere pawns of a controlling power.
Which is exactly
And what
they
if
want.
Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire would be transformed into unbridled greed, and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos, disorder and war would prevail. Then Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
Good stuff. Sorry. Adjustment. Okay. Oh yeah, and we even mentioned they've mentioned the perfecti in these notes here. Yeah. Perfecti take the form of the spiritual. Interesting. Okay. Wow. I mean, I can see the logic there. Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. Like, the whole, like, I'm not, like, I haven't really looked too closely into Satanism as a religion, but that seems to be basically what it is. It's like, yes, be like, acknowledge that you are a person and that you have a self, and that's important. And that is important. We can't all just be, we can't strive to, we can strive to be, Christ-like, but you can't lose sight of who and what you actually are. Which is, kind of what a lot of, like, radical Christians. I don't want to get too deep into this because I'm gonna offend people. But yeah, that's what happens. It's like, oh, everything that I do, everything that I am, is all in service of Christianity, and then you're just like, you just lose sight of, like, the world and yourself as a person, and your place in the world, and how people are important. There's more to existence than just, like, I serve God and that's all. Oh. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, God of the Old Testament, kind of an asshole.
It was a candelabrum holding a single candle.
Right, which is what, we kind of, like, they touched on that briefly here. It's like, okay, mankind, like, if only Jehovah, only the like, there's only one God of order, then it's like order above all else, and conformity, just, and mindless servitude, like complete selflessness versus complete selfishness. Neither of those things are good, and you want a balance. Makes a lot of sense. Gnostics, we're onto something there.
The large painting covered the far wall of the chapel. I needed a closer look to pick out the detail in the scene. The fresco deserved a proper examination.
Yes, let's take a good look at this thing. I saw some
flags. The fresco
flags.
was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge.
In vino veritas. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of flags here, so we're probably gonna have to. I'm guessing we're gonna have to, like, match these to the shields down in the main hall. Wow, it's a cool painting.
Cathars,
Oh,
fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seemed to be carrying something.
That would be the tabula.
A town of northern Catalonia. A town of northern Catalonia. Cathars, fleeing across... They seemed... Cathars, they seem...
Oh, look at the cool detail on that bridge there. That's neat. Huh. That is a fun fact.
A town of northern... Cathars, they...
Okay, yeah, these probably are all going to be the same.
A town of northern...
Just a town. More figures, more Cathars.
Cathars being burned at the stake. Knights of the Albigensian Crusade. The mountain fortress of Montsegur burning after its capture by the Crusaders. A town of north...
Okay. Looks like that's all there is to see here.
Senor Marquez?
Yes?
I have a feeling that Senor Marquez is not going to live to see the end of this game. Ooh, look at all this stuff I can talk about.
Why was this room so well hidden?
After Monsegur, my ancestors were very careful about announcing their presence. Even I, as a boy, knew nothing of this place.
Kill them all, God will know his own. Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
This fresco means something. I know it.
It is not just a historical record. There is a mystery locked in here. All those figures crossing the Pyrenees, one of them has to be carrying the real Tabula Veritatis.
Oh,
But
okay.
which one?
Alright. So the idea is we have to figure out which of those people, which of those groups of figures in the painting has the real tabula, and that will presumably tell us where to go to find it. Maybe.
So, Jehovah, he's God, isn't he?
He is the central figure in Abrahamic religions, but he represents just one aspect of our Gnostic beliefs, the physical world.
Death squads, yeah. Right. Physical world, which apparently sucks and is evil and bad.
So this statue is Satan.
Not Satan, Lucifer.
Okay, so not evil?
The church demonized Lucifer to suit their own ends. He represents the spiritual and intellectual elements of the world. Good and evil are simply products of the human condition.
And I swear, every time I hear Jehovah, I cannot unthink of Life of Brian. Listen, I'd had a lovely supper, and all I said to my wife was, that piece of halibut was good enough for Jehovah. He said it again!
You talk about balance. What does that mean?
Harmony comes from the balance of Jehovah, who offers order,
Jehovah, Jehovah,
and Lucifer,
Jehovah.
who brings ambition. Only under their dual influence will man become enlightened. See the light.
Right.
So you say the Cathars are Gnostics?
The Cathars were a medieval religious movement based on Gnosticism. Nowadays, we simply call ourselves Gnostics.
So the tabula is the key to the power of God?
Yes, it is an object of tremendous power.
I'm still unclear on how exactly it's supposed to be powerful.
Wow. This Alba Jensen crusade sure must have been a bloody affair.
Crusades usually
Few
are.
were spared. But it was only one episode in 2 millennia of persecution.
Yeah. Really dumb it down for me. Pretend I'm a 5-year-old.
What's the deal with these lenses that the statues are carrying?
Clearly, they change the color of light that is reflected onto the fresco.
Oh man, yeah.
But why? And why the different colors?
The balance. Balance is very important to April Ryan.
Does all that colored light falling on the fresco mean anything?
I don't know, senor. That is why I need you to help me.
Okay.
It was a glass wheel divided into 6 colors,
Oh.
and it looked like it could be rotated. Part of the lens was covered. It was a glass wheel, just like the one held by the other statue.
So
Part of the lens was covered.
that one was the one carrying. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at this.
So, just like Hobbes, Marquez was looking for the Castel de Saints too.
Yeah, see, here's Judas right here. And possibly Magdalene, but Mary Magdalene, but nothing about Peter. Because the lights are hella cool. Yeah, little known fact, Gnostics also invented the laser light show. because it was rad. Let there be light.
A small leather cap covered part of the device. I removed the small leather cover to reveal a crude crystal lens. Colored light streamed through and shone onto the fresco.
Okay.
The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue.
So I think the blue was this one, right? Let me double check my notes here. Oops. Oh wait, I might have got that wrong. Can I leave? I can leave.
I decided not to
Oh.
leave quite yet. I was sure there was more to discover up here.
Okay. Lots of blue squiggles. Although I think it's supposed to be green on this side. Blue. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. So it should be green on the left, blue on the right. Let me fix that. Oh, really? Hmm.
The color changed from blue to magenta. The color changed from magenta to red.
Gesundheit, other human.
The color changed from red to yellow. The color changed from yellow to green.
Okay, so let's go with green there. Pop.
The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue.
And then I think, maybe...
It was a candelabrum holding a single candle.
light it.
Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. If only I had a few scatter cushions.
Lovely. And then I'm thinking... do that. Hoo-yah!
Amazing. The light is showing the path of the bonzom.
The what?
The
The
wax.
sacred trail
Ooh.
my ancestors took across the Pyrenees, carrying the Tabula Veritatis.
Beautiful.
From Montségur, across the mountains to this town.
And which town is that?
I don't know. That I cannot answer. But
Okay.
its coat of arms is quite distinctive.
But how does it bring us closer to the tabula?
It tells us the route the Tabula took 800 years ago.
I think that's all we're going to find up here.
You're right. We should return to the hall. Eva will be getting worried.
Yeah, unfortunately, no mirror. It's not one of those mirror reflecting the beam of light puzzles.
Okay, we found the route of the Bonzom Trail. How does it help us?
It must somehow relate to the painting.
Like a weird American flag.
Papa, are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm fine, don't fuss.
You got me out here to look after you, so let me do it. Ramon is outside keeping watch.
Sup, Nico?
Georges, I'm glad you're safe. What did you find?
There's a secret chapel above the fireplace. But it's not your average everyday chapel. It's a Gnostic chapel. All laid out for worshiping not one god, but two.
What?
I'll tell you when we have more time.
You know, I found some things too, which might connect with all that. Come to the library. Oh, could you bring the painting? I think we're going to need it.
I want to look at those coats of arms up there. That one. That one right there. That's it.
The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco. It read Berga.
Berga. That's where we're going, I'm assuming.
Are you all right, Senor Marquez?
I am fine. Just winded, that's all.
Any idea what Nico might have found?
Parts of this house have been sealed off for a long time. You go. I will stay here.
You really had no idea that the Gnostic chapel was behind the fireplace, did you?
No, but the house is full of secrets.
Can you tell me any more about this trail of the Bonzom?
It was the secret route taken by my ancestors across the Pyrenees. The route that brought the tabula to Catalonia.
Let's go out for a Berga and fries. I like it.
Eva,
Yes?
let me know if there's anything I can do to help your father.
I will. Thanks.
Aw. Oh, wait. Wait. Painting.
Have you brought the painting?
Nope, I forgot.
No.
I love that you can do that. George, I asked you to do one thing. You had one job.
What are you doing with La Maledizio?
Stealing it.
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promised to take care of it.
It did, but I mean, again, like, no one's been in there to disturb it, so I guess it's hard to,
Eva, go with him.
okay.
Make sure the painting comes to no harm.
I should stay with you, Papa.
Don't worry about me. La Maledizio is more important.
Although it does occur to me that, like, there were just, like, windows
Have you brought the painting?
open to the air, so, maybe,
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out what Ganon was up to.
crap could have happened.
The Gainan who tried to buy the painting from Madovsky?
No, Ganon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Ganon who then spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Gainan who wrote the letter to Madovsky?
It seems likely that they were related.
Maybe. So, what's the plan you've uncovered?
Take a look at this.
I was thinking the same thing, B-Dragon. Like, we're gonna set that
It's
painting on
Ganon's
fire,
map.
aren't we?
He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The tabula veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Oh.
Yes. Genan thought that pattern in the painting had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Gainan started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in
I
Catalonia.
think I see where this is going.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues. Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
Any ideas on what Gainan was trying to do with this map?
Find the tabula veritatis, I guess.
Eva,
Yes?
Eva's like,
do you have
bored
any
now.
idea what we should be looking for?
What do I know? You're the ones who think there are secrets hidden here.
This map is confusing.
Maybe Gainan had already decoded it.
The coat of arms I saw in the fresco was for a town called Berga.
I know of it. You should mark it on the map.
The
Yeah.
map had to be the key.
Yes, I found Okay, your objective is to solve the clues hidden in La Maledicio and mark the 4 key locations. To mark a location, pick up a pin and place it on the map. You will know when you have correctly identified those 4 locations. Okay, so Montsegur is right here, and Berga's right there. I'll go ahead and mark those right now.
This was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonon, the good man, the Cathars, right?
And then, boop.
So, the coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
2 locations down. If the vignettes on the painting were anything to go by, I needed to find 2 more.
Yeah, the diagram's like right there. Okay, so... And we know that one of them is the Castle of Saints, which I think is like where we are right now. So I'm going to say...
The municipality of Puigcerdà. Gaynor had been researching the possible locations of the tabula. Perhaps there were some clues left in his possessions.
Okay, that might not be it. Let's see.
The municipality of Puigcerdà.
No.
I could.
Get that out of there.
I decided to put the pin back down.
Okay, wait. So can I... Oh, I can't actually...
I wasn't sure that I had all the information I needed to pinpoint the important locations.
I wish I could look at the painting and the map at the same time.
The castle gate signified the mountain fortress of Montsegur. A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town. There was a tower within the ring. It depicted the town of Berga on the trail of the Bonzon.
Okay, so there's more to it than it's not just it's like Okay, so further down and then up and to the right and down to the left.
See the guy with the padlock through his mouth? So much for nose rings, huh?
I do believe that's San Ramon.
Whoa, Nico, how did you know that?
Ramon told me he was named after a saint with a lock through his lips.
Gross and painful.
It was the figure of a priest. It was the figure of... The figure was... It was a castle of saints. Castel de Saints in Catalonia.
Oh yeah, we might.
It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned. There was a tower within the ring.
Alright, so let's see.
Time to take another look at the map.
Okay, so... San Ramon.
I decided to put the pin back down.
What? No.
The village of San Ramon. I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the last one.
So...
The municipality of El Pont de Suert. The municipality of Vieja y Miseran. The municipality of La Seu d'Urgell. The municipality of Terrassa. The city of Tarragona. The municipality of Tàrrega. The mountain range of Montserrat.
Wait, isn't that what they said? Or...
The mountain range of Montserrat. That was a total guess.
No, okay, maybe not.
Maybe the painting or fresco would have helped.
Yeah, but I can't look at the fresco again.
I decided to put the pin back down. The city of Barcelona.
Yeah, like... That's supposed to be... I guess where the tabula is.
The municipality of Terrassa. I wasn't sure that I had all the information I needed to pinpoint the important locations.
Yeah, maybe I can look in, because George hasn't looked at this stuff yet.
A sturdy old table stood in the center of the room. The map had to be the key.
Oh, wait, oops.
4 clues, 4 locations. The suit of armor appeared to be standing guard. The window looked out onto a small courtyard. It had a grill of solid iron bars. A moth-eaten tapestry hung on the wall. It was a dusty old globe. The books were covered in cobwebs. They hadn't been touched for a long time. A large trunk sat in the corner.
Yes. There's more stuff in here.
A pair of worn-out boots lay in the bottom of the trunk. I had no desire to take the old boots.
Right, yeah, I thought it was like just, just matching places on the map to the circles on the painting, but I don't think that's it.
It was a well-worn hat. I lifted the hat out of the chest. A small piece of oilcloth was folded neatly inside the trunk. There was a folded shirt. There was something tucked beneath the shirt. There was a small folded piece of paper in the chest. There was a folded shirt. I picked up the folded note.
It did say oilcloth.
It was a telegram.
Yes. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah. Cool. I was like, which one of these things do I want to look at first?
There was a folded shirt.
They're both fascinating.
There was nothing underneath the other shirt. I removed the oilcloth from the chest.
There's always something interesting in oilcloths.
A small piece of oilcloth was folded neatly inside the trunk.
Oh, I guess not. It's just a piece of oilcloth with nothing wrapped in it. That's disappointing.
The blanket was made from rough old military wool. I picked up the blanket. There was nothing underneath it.
Aw.
I had no desire.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be a false bottom to this chest. Fine. I guess not. Alright, telegram then. Ooh, a cipher! Cool, I like ciphers. The telegram has been encoded with a substitution cipher. To crack the code, highlight the letter on the telegram and then choose a corresponding letter from the bottom alphabet. Your chosen letters will appear on the telegram and you should soon see the correct word start to form. If you make a mistake, simply select the letter again and reassign it. Okay. Yay, I'm good at these. Usually. Alright, so let's look for some... See if I can find some kind of familiar looking letter patterns. Ah. Okay. Yep, okay. So I can already tell this is going to be the tabula. So G is A. The tabula veritatis. Yes, yes. I'm pretty confident. Yep. I'm already seeing some words coming out. Cathar, survivor. That's an O. That's going to be a C. Let's see. Oh, that's going to be Montsegur. Yeah, I'd like to solve the puzzle, yeah. Was smuggled. Was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia. Stop, right. Yeah, I was looking at the Luha and I'm like, what could that be? It shows up several times and I should have realized, it's a telegram, of course it's going to be stop. By a group of Cathar survivors. Stop. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor. Oh man, this is tricky. Like, it's actually like using not frequently used words. Or letters, rather. Very clever.
I deciphered the telegram. The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Girona.
Aha!
It was signed Wolfram.
Girona. My Girona. Oh man. I think we're getting into, like, the infuriating...
I put everything back in the chest.
Reverse alphabet nonsense of King's Quest 1. Where it's like, oh, you think his name is Rumpelstiltskin backwards? No, actually it's something completely different and much more confusing. And that's when players call bullshit.
4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to. The Dominican monk Emmerich was from Girona. The dog-headed priest on the
Right.
painting.
Dominican, I
I
was
could
right.
see a pattern emerging. The locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting.
Oh, so it is kind of...
This
Okay,
is the center
yeah.
point of the cross, so the tabula must be here. Montserrat. It has to be Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years
Hey.
ago.
Bravo,
Oh.
my friend.
Oh, hell. Fucking Langham.
Dovsky?
No, Langham.
No, it's Genan, isn't it?
Nah.
Very good, Miss Collard.
So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a long swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work.
Yeah, come on, goat.
The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
Why didn't you bring your gun, Ava?
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Watch me.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak, servile, controlled. He must be freed, freed from all constraints, free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil. Lucifer. Now, if you don't mind, we have a long journey ahead of us.
Oh!
Come on. They can rot in there.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
You know, Nico, we were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Ganon's grandson.
He is old. He'll forget his own name and have to go to the bathroom a lot. He'll be a real nuisance.
Look, daylight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a false door, Nico.
Oh, hey,
So
look at
that's
that.
why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
I had to figure a way out of the room so we could catch up with Langham.
You
I
mean-
didn't have
mean-
time to look at the map again. Try not to worry about your father. Ganon did say that he needed him.
And when he finds that he no longer needs him, what then?
For now, Eva, we need to focus on getting out of here.
I know, right? What a cool room.
Hey, Nico.
So, how's it hanging?
Yes, George?
What do we do now?
I'm trying to think, George. There's got to be a way out of here.
The door was locked.
Well, wait, doesn't Nico still have the key? Come on, Nico. I search for secret rooms. Secret doors.
Aha!
Make a perception check.
Great work, George. Come on, Eva, let's go.
You pass.
We need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you'd better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Oh,
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Ava's gonna shoot someone. It's gonna be great.
Signora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay. We'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
A bucket of D6s, yeah. Well, vampire would be D10s, right? Several hours later.
Montserrat was way up in the mountains, a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded killer.
Thank you, game, for having the old man be the rescue bait and not the
Why
woman.
would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
It was a blind shot. Well, I think, what I...
Wow, it's empty. Where is everyone?
Hold on.
This place is normally full of tourists.
Man, it is.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico.
Oh,
Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
fucking monks with guns.
It's a role you were born to play, George.
He's been playing it for like 5 games. So I think if I was interpreting what I saw correctly, it looked like what happened was that Marquez like kicked Langham, or Ganon I should say, and then like the gun went off and shot a hole in the wall. Roll a D1000. Yes. Perfect. Yes, the secret door is a person too. Let's save the game. Monks with guns. Nice callback to Broken Sword 4, I believe it was. Yeah, Broken Sword 4. Alright, well.
Nice lamppost. Looking at that fence, I'd guess they had dog issues around here. Nico, in a scrape like this, you wouldn't want anyone else. Eva looked very determined. I was glad she was on my side.
Yep.
It was a magnificent building. I wondered if the tabula was really hidden up there.
Roll 2d6 and pray it's a 12 or you die. Oh boy.
The place is deserted. What happened to all the tourists?
There's something funny going on.
No way those guys are normal guards.
They're carrying guns.
I know. There's something strange going on.
I mean, don't guards usually carry guns? I guess it depends on what they're guarding.
I could have attempted to vault the wall, but the thugs would have shot me.
Yeah, but then you don't have a game anymore. That's no
A
fun.
bench with a view. I guess normally tourists would be fighting over that seat. He didn't look like he was there to help the tourists. I suspected these guys wouldn't let us in anytime soon. I suspected these... The steps were blocked off by Langham's thugs. It was impossible to get through that way.
Let's check the character gallery. We haven't checked that in a while. Goat. Eva Marquez. Eva is Tiago Marquez's daughter. Intelligent, courageous, and determined, she has a loyal but fiery relationship with her father. Born and raised in southern France, she has never been back to her ancestral home in Catalonia until now. Ramon is highly suspicious and deeply phlegmatic. He has never forgotten the day his master was murdered by the fascists and has tended to the old house ever since. He will do anything for Tiago Marquez. Sadly, his memory is not what it was, and patience is required when conversing with him. Ganon. Astute, urbane, and totally ruthless, Ganon appears to have been given carte blanche by nationalist forces to pursue his mysterious aims. But why, and what were he and his ruthless soldiers so intent on pursuing? Young Tiago, young son of the aristocratic Javier and Sofia Marquez, the 12-year-old version of the old man we meet in present-day Paris, seen as part of a happy family in black and white photos. Javier Marquez. Father to Tiago Marquez, Javier is a proud Catalonian with a strong sense of tradition and an aura of old money. A fearless fighter for the Republican cause, he is murdered by nationalist forces under the orders of Ganon. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Hernandez Conchelos. Or Concelos. Extrovert, confident, charming, Hernandez is loyal friend to Javier Marquez. Both are murdered by nationalist soldiers whilst defending Castillo de Santos. Young Ramon. A loyal servant to the Marquez family, Ramon survives the murderous assault on Castillo de Santos. Sofia Marquez. Wife of Javier Marquez, mother of Tiago. Powerful, brave, resilient, she has little choice but to flee from Castillo de Santos with young Tiago, leaving her husband to die fighting for their cause. Aww. And that's all we get. Anything new on Langham? No, I guess not. They help the tourists shove off the moral coil, yes. I'm here to help the tourists out of their lives.
Howdy, fella.
Sorry, pal. Monastery's closed. Till further notice.
Oh, gee, well, ain't that just my luck?
Yeah, ain't it?
And my two pretty sisters here are so looking forward to seeing the monastery.
Life's full of disappointments.
Sure seems that way. And the monastery's definitely up there, huh?
It is, but it'll still be there tomorrow.
Oh, we fly back to Austin tonight.
Well, isn't that a shame?
So why's the place closed?
VIP visitors.
Wow, that's exciting. Which VIPs?
A foreign prince.
Ooh.
The Prince of where?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow.
What?
So we can't let normal folk in.
Well, what?
Oh, of course not.
Oh.
No, not if the Prince of where is there.
Oh my god, George. I mean, this is exactly the same shit he pulled in Broken Sword 4, right before he switched to a German accent to pretend to be a health inspector.
Howdy. Is this the way up to the monastery?
Yeah, but it's shut. No one allowed in. The monks, they're on strike.
Wow. What happened? Someone make 'em work ungodly hours?
Nah, I don't think that was the problem.
Har.
But why was the prince allowed in then?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions.
Hi there, buddy.
Sorry, we got a virus loose.
Oh.
Whole place is locked down.
Ooh.
A virus? Oh my God. Ain't nothing worse than a VIP with a virus.
A little close to home
I
there.
don't know what you're talking about. Get out of here.
I like how they all have different
I
stories.
meant what I said. Go away.
I like your Scottish accent. I just want to listen to you talk all day. Alright.
I seriously doubt those guards belong here.
I know.
You want to try turning on the charm?
I'll try.
Does she have to? Remember Boris. Yeah.
What is she doing?
Nico usually gets what she wants. If anyone can charm those guys, it's her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to work this time.
What did he say?
He suggested I do something. I told him it was anatomically impossible.
I'm sure they're Gainan's men.
I agree.
I can't get my head around him being a Gainan. I'm gonna stick with Langham.
Good idea, George.
We need to find another way then. Let me have a look around. I think this is Langham's work.
Yeah.
We need to be careful.
I was gonna say, like, all the guards he hired are gay, just to prevent the possibility of Nico charming the pants off of them. Ooh, yes, Lady Piermont. Come on, can Lady Piermont please just be one of my companions for this entire game, like this entire series? I just want her to come with me everywhere. Oh, there's stairs there.
We're moving away from the monastery.
Yes, but with those goons in the way, we have to find a different approach.
Wait, hold on. Can I go back? Oh.
Maybe there's some other way around, via the cable car station?
Or go
Or at least someone in the can tell us what's going on.
Yes. Nico, please get your goat friend. Probably outside of the building.
There was no point leaving until we had what we came
Please,
for.
yes. Okay, never mind. Dressed in a cat suit like Nico in Broken Sword 1.
We've got to get the tabula before Langham.
I know, George. We have to stop him.
Are you okay, Eva?
I'm worried about my father.
Don't worry. We'll get him back.
I hope so, George. I never really appreciated him before.
You're welcome. You know she'd do it, too.
Someone's coming out. Quick! We need to hide. I think it's Langham.
Oh my god, yes. Giant flowery hat.
Block everything off. Lock the whole place down, understand? The tabula's got to be up in the monastery. I'm sure of it. Come on.
Yes, boss.
Close all the routes up to the monastery.
That's
and
Shears.
then make the old man talk.
Yes, boss.
This time, don't be so gentle with him.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be Shears. Shears is with Medovsky.
Did you hear that? They haven't found it yet, but Senor Marquez must be in a bad way.
Talcum. Yeah.
Listen, I have to follow those bastardos. I might be able to slip through on my own.
Sure. We'll see if we can find another way up.
Go, Ava.
You think she'll be okay?
Please wait until
Eva
she's
can handle herself.
wait until she's out of earshot before you start doubting her.
The building looked very new. It must have been modernized recently.
Now, the idea of her in a catsuit with a giant flowery hat now just makes me think of Lady Dimitrescu. Just a mod for Resident Evil Village that replaces Lady Dimitrescu with Lady Piermont. Coming after you. Oh my god, yeah, like Catwoman. Ooh, something shiny.
Something inside the cable car was glinting. I couldn't make out what it was. The cable car hung midway across the valley. It wasn't moving.
Burb.
It was one of those tourist telescopes that usually charge a fortune.
Hey, Nico, you got any change?
My God! Nico!
What is it?
Look at
This
this.
telescope! It's free!
Look at this view. Oh, all right. Move this telescope, grasp any point in the black area, drive the screen in the desired direction. You can interact with hotspots in the environment as you reveal them. Okay. Getting some Broken Sword 2 flashbacks here. Whoop. Oops. Eh. 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 Eh.
There was a small chapel perched on the edge of the cliff. It looked ancient.
I'd love a full view of this, like without the telescope overlay. I bet this landscape is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, like, and he wasn't bullshitting or anything. He's like genuinely gobsmacked about it, which is not a term I get to use very often. Let's see if we can get a look at that cable car. There it is. Oh, hey! I recognize those people. That's Dwayne and Pearl.
There were a couple of people stuck in the cable car.
Oh, she's like using her
Looked kind of
compact.
familiar. Then I realized it was my old friends Dwayne and Pearl Henderson. The Hendersons had an uncanny way of showing up wherever I went.
You know, I'm surprised I didn't see this coming, because they're in, I believe they're in every Broken Sword game, and we haven't met them yet, so I really should have been wondering, hey, where are they in this game? They're right here.
The cable and wheel mechanism looked sturdy enough.
Yeah, it looks like she is. Like, they're stuck in the cable car, and she's signaling for help.
They didn't know I'd seen them. I needed to give them a signal.
Ooh, well, hey, I have a mirror. Good old Dwayne and Pearl. Oh, look at that. Oh! Look at that!
Wait, what's that? That rock looks familiar. Nico, take a look at this and tell me what you see.
You're right. That rock looks like a head.
I've seen that shape before. Take a look at this.
Mm-hmm.
The face in the Ouroboros, it's exactly the same shape as that rock.
That can't be a coincidence.
And you know what? Langham's got the forged picture, the one without the face.
So the rock won't have meant anything to him.
Nico, I don't think the tabula's up at the monastery. I think it's down there somewhere, around that rock.
Alright, cool. Mirror. Hey,
I signaled back to Pearl. I couldn't make out if there was any response.
Oh god, that's right. Yeah, I totally sold them like a shitty statue for $50, which I needed. Thank you very much. It was important. I needed it for a taxi ride, if I recall correctly. Or truck ride. Yeah, Ultar. The best taxi
It was
driver
locked. There was a keypad,
in existence.
but I didn't know the code. It was locked.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. Hmm. Can I signal to her through the telescope?
Pearl seemed to be writing something on the window.
Oh, with lipstick.
It said, "Help, stuck. Door code 0797. I wondered how Pearl came to know that.
Well, that's probably how you get into the cable car. Oh, Pearl, you're the best. Oh, unfortunate American. Greatest luxury taxi driver extraordinaire.
Come on, Nico. Pearl's giving me the code to the door.
And she was nice enough to
What?
write backwards.
Pearl? Who? How?
Trust me, Nico. I've got friends in low-hanging places.
After all this, we just leave her there. Yep, see, this is the cable car.
Huh.
Base.
There's no one here.
So I guess that's how she got
Looks
in the
like
first
everything
place.
has been shut down.
Aha, 69%. Nice. Although we're at 72% now.
The huge cogs were part of the cable car mechanism. They looked very powerful.
That bloody puzzle, huh? Alright, well, we'll see.
No one was manning the counter.
Lunchbox.
There was a metal box on the floor.
Sweet, free lunch. I was getting hungry.
A metal lunchbox. Someone sure wanted to keep their cheese safe.
Hey, is anybody there?
Whoa. Did you hear that?
We're stuck in here. Help!
Yeah, working on it.
How about that, Nico? A talking lunchbox. Huh. What will they think of next? I better take it with me.
Why would they have cogs exposed like that? Dude, yeah, you're right. People will definitely get hurt on those.
The wheels were part of the cable car mechanism.
Yeah, like put it behind glass or something.
The cable cars were scheduled to run all day. Looked like a small closet. There was no lock, but the door wouldn't open.
Go away!
Hello?
George? There's someone in there.
Are you all right in there?
Just go away!
I wonder... what was the name of that, the secretary from Broken Sword, for... I forgot her name, but I loved her.
The cables were suspended in a huge contraption that ran the cable cars up and down.
The one that was trapped... The one that was, locked at the closet in the hotel. Alfonso's hotel.
There was a large console in the corner. I guessed it operated the cable cars. There was a big lever on the console. Intriguing. I've always loved levers.
They're so phallic. It's gonna be someone we know. God, I bet you're right.
The console had a hatch for repairs, I guessed.
I'm gonna guess Beatrice. No, probably not. She'd have a French accent. Juanita?
Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I think, yeah.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was her name.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Okay, she's a British woman, so it's probably not gonna be Juanita, and it's probably not gonna be Beatrice. Sounds young, so it's not gonna be Lady Piermont. Well, let's start messing with the console.
The control panel looked complicated. It wasn't powered up.
It's Eamon.
And the smell
Girly
of burnt
voice.
electrical components hung ominously in the air.
Ooh. Well, Eamon was Irish. Security camera. Oh, this
The
right here.
cogs turned, but the rest of the mechanism didn't seem to be engaging.
Let's see. Is it even... It doesn't look like it's even interactable. Unless there's another one somewhere. No, doesn't look like it.
The console circuitry looked pretty complex.
Oh boy.
And dangerous.
Oh boy, it's one of these. Alright. Yeah, absolutely.
The console circuitry looked pretty complex and dangerous.
I can't do anything with it. I'm sure there's a way to do something with it.
The control panel looked complicated. It wasn't powered up. How do we persuade her to come out?
We need to make friends with her.
Ooh, I have a good friend. His name is Trevor.
Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Also, I should probably investigate this talking lunchbox I picked up.
A talking lunchbox. Locked. With no key, I was going to have to find a way to break into it.
Paperclip? Ah.
The lock was too well made to be picked.
Aw, damn.
Sharing pets back at school always made me friends. Come on, Trevor, do your stuff.
Oh, God.
I guess she's not into pets. It's all right, Trevor. There's nothing wrong with you.
Aww. So which would you rather do? Where would you rather be? In a closet with a cockroach, or out here where it's nice and safe with humans? Yeah, Trevor, you know what you're doing. You know your way around electronics. Cookie?
You must be hungry in there. Would you like a cookie?
No, go away.
Yeah. At least you know Trevor isn't going to try to kiss me.
There was no lock to pick.
How about if I set a fire?
Nope. I needed to try something else.
Yeah, as I was thinking, shove the flowers under there.
Flower delivery for Ms. Closet.
She wasn't falling for it.
Nice try, George. Yarn?
If it was a kitten in there, I'd have a winner.
Smell?
That wasn't worth trying.
Damn. You want a cool painting?
That was never going to work.
Didn't think so.
That was almost a great idea. Almost.
No.
I needed a better idea. That was never gonna happen.
Weird artwork. Oops. Oop. Ah! Sorry, I lost my window for a second. Let me get everything back. Okay, there.
That wouldn't have worked.
Would you like a photograph of a family that you are not connected to in any way?
That was never gonna happen. That wouldn't make any sense.
Okay, well.
That wouldn't have worked.
Well, that's not helping. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Break into the lunchbox.
The box was now wedged in the cogs, or rather, the giant can opener.
Yeah. There's a reason it showed the wheels turning when I pulled the lever. That was important. That was the game telling me, hey, you're going to need to use these, or do something with these. Nice.
That's quite a mess you've made there, Georges.
You know what they say about making omelets, Nico?
You can't make them without strawberry jam?
Sounds good. Did I just gunk up the wheels with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something?
Just as I thought, it's a two-way radio.
Beautiful.
Can anyone hear me?
Hope I didn't break it.
Dwayne, this is George. George Stobart.
Holy cow, George, just the fella I need. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Dwayne. And don't you worry, I'll have you out of there in a minute.
You reckon you can get the cable car running again?
No, the console isn't working properly. I've got no idea why not.
George, this is Pearl.
Ah.
Get Kat to help you. She knows everything about that place.
Kat? Is she the girl in the closet?
Has she locked herself in? Oh, dear. Let me talk to her, darling.
Peanut butter and radio sandwich. Crunchy. Okay. Oh, and I just realized it's past my 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna have to do that next time. But, actually, you know what? Here. Since we're in the middle of a conversation, let's go make friends with Kat.
Kat? I found you a friendly voice.
How do you know my name?
Kat, dear, it's me, Pearl.
Pearl? How did you get here? That's not possible.
Listen, darling, it really is me. But I'm talking on the radio. George here is a very decent guy, and you should open the door.
That's great frequency.
I'm not going to fall for that. Prove it's you.
Nice one.
All right. Remember we discovered we both love musicals?
Yeah? And my favourite one is?
How does it go now? Help out. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical.
From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very good in integral and differential calculus.
I know the scientific names of beings and amalgamous.
In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Nico doing jazz hands there.
All right, only Pearl would know that, and I trust her. Who are you?
I'm George, and this is Nico. How did you end up in a closet?
There were some guys with guns. They took over the whole station. I hid in here.
We're trying to avoid them too.
I was quite surprised, you know. They never mentioned guns at the job interview.
They never do.
Really? We need to use the cable car.
Can you operate it?
Yeah, if the console was working, but they sabotaged it.
And there's no way to get it started?
There might be. Let me see.
Yeah. Gilbert and Sullivan.
See that burned out fuse down there?
Great way to make friends.
In the back by the prongs?
Nice lip piercing.
Yeah. The idiots stuck a spanner in there and blew the fuse. They wanted to make sure no one could use the cable cars. Connect those two prongs somehow, and the console should restart.
How on earth are we going to reach that?
I don't know. But don't stick your arm in there. You'll get fried.
Ooh, maybe this is the job for Nico's telescopic broom. Alright. Great. Gilbert and Sullivan being a great note to end on, I will stop there, and we will figure out that console, rewire the electrics or whatever, next time. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. Let's find someone to raid. What do we got here? A doopity-doo. Let's see. What are you playing? What was that? Oh wow. Someone's doing a first ever playthrough of Chrono Trigger. That's cool. Ooh, there's also Sanitarium over on Taco Adventure. I do love me some Sanitarium. Oh, he might be done by now, actually. Yeah, I think he's actually done. Let me actually, let me raid Legion instead for the very first Chrono Trigger playthrough. I know, right? I'm very much looking forward to having Trevor be the key to some puzzle. I really hope that happens. Trevor's gonna like save my life at the end of the game or something. Alright, yeah, thank you for coming, everybody. This was a fun session. Solved some cool puzzles. Solved some started to unravel some mysteries. I'm looking forward to whatever is coming up next. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow for Cook Serve Delicious 2, and on Wednesday for Reciteer. And until then, have a good one. Good night, everybody!